Even after multiple rounds of peace talks and efforts of de-escalation, the Afghan Taliban are waging a sinister war across Pakistan's border. In recent weeks, Taliban forces have repeatedly fired mortars, artillery, 12.7 mm anti-aircraft guns and sniper rounds into Pakistani civilian areas of Bajaur, South Waziristan and Chaman. Homes have been damaged and families have been displaced. On April 27th, a school student in Bajaur's Lagari area was wounded when mortar shells fired from Afghanistan's Kunar province landed in a residential zone. Now, targeting civilians is Pakistan's red line. Deliberate targeting of civilians are not isolated incidents, but a pattern. Pakistan's security forces have responded in self-defense with precise and skillful engagement, targeting only the artillery positions and launch sites used by the Afghanistan Taliban fighters. When Pakistani forces hit Taliban targets, they immediately cry foul, falsely claiming that Pakistan has struck civilian targets. Alongside the shelling, the Taliban-backed TTP militants continue crossing into Pakistan from the Afghan soil. Two recently identified terrorists named Rasul Muhammad and Abdullah Jan were Afghan nationals from Paktia, confirming what Pakistan has long argued, that Afghanistan under the Taliban is an active launchpad for cross-border terrorism. What makes this worse is the Taliban's calculated but redundant playbook. Embed terrorists in civilian neighborhoods, engage in cross-border militancy while simultaneously play the victim. The narrative is aimed at hoodwinking the international audiences. These Khawarij have a history of using innocent civilians as human shield, which is prohibited and illegal under the international law. The United Nations Assistance Mission falls for that propaganda when it amplifies Taliban casualty claims without independent ground verification. This pushes one-sided account of complex cross-border dynamics as it excludes independent or Pakistani perspectives. It makes one wonder why the UN mission has stayed silent on the killing of Pakistani civilians in Afghan shelling. Who exactly is the UN mission talking to in the Taliban-controlled Afghanistan? Pakistan has shown remarkable restraint, and with its recent repositioning as a peacemaker on the global front, the international community sees Pakistan's struggle for keeping peace in the country, region, and beyond. The Taliban, on the other hand, have been known to harboring terrorists in violation of several credible international reports.